All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crappy Off Brands. Before we begin, you want to know what's not a crappy off brand? Official CaptainSparklez Hummingbirds Are the Sharks of the Sky merchandise, which is available now for a limited time only at represent.com/CaptainSparklez. If you want to get it. Stuff with text and without text and all that good stuff, link in the description. Let's begin down here with this is horrific, yet oddly the greatest thing I've ever seen. While it's certainly interesting, if it's the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life, I regret to inform you that your life has been quite anticlimactic so far, and I hope that you find more exciting things to occupy your time. That said, when Marvel said that Infinity War was going to be the greatest crossover ever seen, I don't think they were aware that this was going to take place. Also, just whenever the Thanos weird chin is applied to other things, it just creeps me out. I don't know what it is about just there's this weird, indescribable feeling that takes place when I see the like weird grooved chin of his, and I don't know what it is. I don't know exactly, but it's weird. I don't know if it works on Mario or not. Spotted in Bulgaria. Pizza, hot. Hey, they're guaranteeing that the pizza is going to be hot when it gets to your door, which is not always the case. Or maybe they're just guaranteeing the pizza will be hot. If you take the delivery here in store, we guarantee you that having just gotten out of the oven, we do cook our pizzas and they will be hot. God, you know what's really disappointing is one of my favorite pizza places is kind of far away. And so if I want to have my pizza and eat it here at my desk while watching a show, you know, you get back and then it's lost a little bit of its temperature. But at the same time, you want to eat the pizza, the comfort food in the comfort of your own home. And so what are the other options? It's cold. It sucks. I'd play it. Games for Windows. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim featuring Darth Maul and Predator. What I'm more curious about is when you put that in, what actually ends up happening? Do I just get viruses? Does it load up like an exe file that's very questionable? Because, you know, if you ever want to play a game, I guess you do have to do an exe to install it, but probably bad things are going to happen in this case. I wonder what the name of the exe is. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Whatever that says down below it in Cyrillic. Then maybe it is just Skyrim. And then you load it up and you're like, dang it, I thought that there was going to be Darth Maul and Predator. Maybe it's got, you know, there are a lot of Skyrim mods, even though I've not played the game I'm aware of. So maybe it's pre-modded. That's what it is. It's me, Marco. Marco Pasta. I think we've seen this here before, potentially. Hey, at least it's not Mario in Thanos skin form or something like that. In which case, by the time you finish cooking the pasta, half of it won't be there anymore. Who lives in a tortilla under the sea? Theoria Sierra, featuring a very, very like sunburnt, cracked skin looking SpongeBob. He's dried out a little bit. This is what happens in that episode where, you know, he's in Sandy's dome and he's like, water. I can't do a great impersonation, but you know what I'm talking about. You've seen that episode, and if you haven't seen that episode, it's a classic SpongeBob episode. Are they still making new episodes today? I don't know if they can top the old ones, but also I sound like that guy who's like, oh, it was better when it was a long time ago. Dude, the early was the best, and then it went downhill, which is such a cliche thing to say about anything, so I don't want to be that guy, but it reminds me of that episode. Quality content, I must say. Best of both worlds. Whoa! That was thoroughly unexpected. This would belong in the unexpected subreddit. It straight up looks like Mater, so it's at least a very well done crappy off brand. But then, damn, you just get a surprise, mother trucker. It's a truck, so it works right there. I didn't even intend for it to. Oops, didn't mean to. I'm down with this one. That gets a yes from me on this. Whew. Can you imagine like buying this for your kid? Not even realizing, just thinking it's a Cars toy, and then the kid's the one who's gonna figure this out. The parent's not. No parent is gonna actually read into this, and then the kid's gonna be like, check it out. The parent's gonna be like, oh my God, this is gonna be worth millions of dollars someday. Give it to me. We're putting it in the box for safekeeping. The king of the magic rings. The king of the. Everyone knows that Frodo secretly doubled as a stormtrooper in between his gigs in Lord of the Rings. Not that there was really any in between, given that it was just a very long journey. Why is there an ant on me? God dang it. No. Exterminator was over last week. Things should have been okay. They're not okay. I'm gonna need to hire the King of the Magic Rings to come here and remove ants. That's not, it made it up to my arm. How did it make it to my arm? Oh my God. Okay, moving right along. Found this meme elsewhere. I thought it belonged here. Didn't find the thing or create this meme, so don't accuse me of theft. You've heard of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now get ready for Pubescent Frog of Silent War. He seems more like an adult. Also, it says adult standard here, so I don't know how you get pubescence. Also, well, obviously it's just, yeah, teenage turns to pubescent, but Ninja Silent War. All right, I'm probably demonetized for this video now because of what you've changed the name. It's just of all the things you could have chosen. You could have turned it to like adult morphing tortoises or something like that. You know, you could have gone with that. Mighty morphing adult tortoises. You could have hybridized, mashed together Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It appealed to the same generation, right? And you could have gone taken it even further. Instead, you went with Pubescent Frog of Silent War. Nobody needed that. 2-for-1 special right here. Ditos. Unbelievable. This is not butter. It's more straightforward this way rather than the I can't believe it's not butter. This is very unbelievable. We are just straight up telling you on the second row, this is not butter. It could be many other things, but butter is not one of them. We've at least ruled that one out. What would be great is if some company just made a product like this and they didn't elaborate any further, because usually underneath it'll say margarine spread or something of the sort. Just to clarify, someone should make it where it just says this is not butter, and people will buy it thinking it's funny, but then inside you just put anything other than butter, whatever else you could possibly think of. It could vary per package. Just choose any other item in the world that can fit inside of that package that is not butter. There are a lot of things to choose from. You could even just give someone their money back. You just put the same amount of money as the cost of the thing inside of the container, and hey, it's not butter, and at least we didn't, rip you off, so we can't be sued for misleading advertising. Also, Ditos, chicken wing flavor. That's probably not bad. This iPhone 6S I found in a shop in Tanzania. iPhone 6S, perfumed body spray. Do you want to smell like an iPhone today? You'll attract everyone who wants the next latest and greatest iPhones. They'll be all over you like they're all over the line at an Apple store on release day. Get this now. Although now the 6S it's not the current generation. Now you need the 10. So you need to upgrade your body spray to an iPhone 10 spray. Otherwise, you're just going to be left behind. The pheromones are no longer up to date. You're obsolete. Another great find in China, CN. Gucci featuring Peppa Pig. The weirdest crossover. But you know what? Gucci has such weird designs on things, like all their wild like tiger print stuff, that I wouldn't even put it past them to have some kind of like Peppa Pig Gucci crossover combo at some point. So maybe this is official merchandise, other than I don't know what this weird strike through is on the G. I don't know if that's something that Peppa Pig is holding, or if it's just in order to differentiate enough. We're not infringing. This isn't a G. This is a cent sign. It's Uchi. Makes sense. That's what our product is. Our lawyers gave us the go ahead. Go talk to them. Hey, you know what? It's a lot of the big fancy fashion houses, though, are probably, and I'm saying probably, in order to avoid any sort of defamation or anything like that, probably share some factories with places that are not quite as super high end, but then it's just all in the logo. I don't know. I will say, though, I've bought a designer suit, and just to have one, well, no, I bought one, then I started exercising, then that didn't fit anymore, so I bought one more, and just to have, so it fit, and it's nice, but for the most part, otherwise, I don't go crazy in the clothing department. As you know, all you need in your life is a little bit of Hummingbirds or the Sharks of the Sky merch. That'll do you justice. Quagmire and Popeye's love child started a business. Cash Pope. Low cost. He's the Pope of cash. Doesn't this man look like the Pope? You would trust him to give you low cost cash advances. Only 150% interest per month on your low cost cash advance from the Cash Pope. But it's Quagmire, so you trust this face that you've seen on TV and also heavily in YouTube's recommended videos, because YouTube really wants you to watch Family Guy clips for some reason that are infringing, that are uploaded randomly from all these random channels and live streamed, and YouTube really wants you to watch them. You've seen it all over YouTube, nonstop, served to your face. So you're gonna trust this guy, right? Get your 150% per month cash advance today. Yet another very ambitious crossover. I feel like this is actually something that could be done, though. Some kind of licensing deal between Illumination and Nickelodeon, hybrid combo, special limited edition Minions, and then they, rev split it 50-50, and everybody wins. Except for this person who did it already and is now taking in 100% of the illicit infringing costs. Or maybe because it's a combination, it's not technically infringing upon either one, so it's legit. Are you sure? I think it tastes like butter. So, God, they've really limited their options here. If they just said it's not butter, they could put so many things in there. If they think it tastes like butter, it means they gotta put something in there that kind of tastes a little bit like butter. You can't just refund someone's money. You can just put money back in there, because then someone's gonna try being like, does money really taste like butter? And then they're gonna be like, no, it doesn't at all. I just broke my teeth. And then you got a lawsuit on your hands, and you don't want that. It seems like a bit of a bummer, but only 70 calories per tablespoon. Meats by Dr. Dre. You really missed an opportunity here to actually... What if there's a man who is a doctor, he practiced for many years, and then decided, you know what, my true passion is to be a butcher. And his name happens to be Andre. And so he opens up a butchery shop, and it's called Meats by Dr. Dre. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is a meat shop. He's selling meats. He used to be a doctor. It's actually his official title when he writes his name down on things. And his name's Andre. Meats by Dr. Dre. But instead, why? Why meats? I don't want to be thinking of meats like, oh, let me just stick this meat in my ear. That's not where I want to go with my headphones and the thoughts that come along with that. Also, why does it just look like the Apple is vomiting out a headphone? The backwards Apple logo here. How does that even make it into a shop? Like, that requires a lot of R&D to actually create a headset. So it's a very expensive undertaking to then just go Meats by Dr. Dre. You didn't even try. Overload. A picture of all the affordable doctors in the USA. Meats by Dr. Dre is not one of them. Dr. Choice, Dr. Bold, Dr. Perfect, Dr. Bob. Food Club, Dr. Wow. The Real Doctor. Dr. Thunder, Dr. Wright, Big K, Dr. Shaw's, Dr. A+, Dr. Stars and Stripes. There's no doctor, that just says chill. Dr. Skipper, the Doctor. I like that one, that's just straight to the point. Dr. Something, Dr. Snap, Dr. Perky, Dr. Shasta, Dr. Becker, Dr. Spice, Dr. Fine Soda. Just like, they ran out of ideas on that one. Dr. Fine Soda. That's not a doctor. And Dr. Dynamite? That's where I get my water from, is Refresh. It's good to know that they have a Dr. Dynamo or Dynamite or whatever the hell that's called. Which came first? I'm gonna go with probably the Teletubbies. You gotta wonder though, did Reddit's alien get inspiration from the Teletubby little dongle-you-do hicker? Cause it's pretty close, dude. It's pretty close. Do we have a case? I don't think so. I don't think it's nearly close enough, and I think this is more of a joke post, but kind of funny to think about, and I haven't actually made the association before. Coming to your nearest bookstore, the dragon with the girl tattoo. I hope that someone actually went and made a full-on book of this. It's like a fan fiction, or it just straight up is the story of the girl with the dragon tattoo, which I have not read, but instead they just reverse everything, so it just takes place with dragons. It's just in a dragon universe now, but everything plays out the exact same. But they just Control F for person, human, anything in there, and just substituted it for dragon. Or he and her is now dragon and dragoness, or dragonite and dragoness. I don't know what it would be, but good. This is great. Quality literature content here. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Crappy Off Brands. Again, represent.com/CaptainSparklez for your on brand. You know, if you want to get back on brand after all this. Subscribe if not already. Playlist in the description if you want to catch up. Like if you liked. And music in the outro. I'll see you next time.